Welcome guys, let's cook dinner. And you can be telling me how your day was. Welcome guys, we cook dinner and you'll be telling me how your day was. So I'm just a mom. So I'm not here as a chef. I'm just a mom who want to cook dinner for the children. They said that they want me to cook for them today. So that's what I want to do. So now they're at home from school. So like if it was like yesterday, I would be asleep and they cook for me. But today they said today they said they want mommy to cook for them. They wanted chapati. This is their flour. They made this flour. It is too soft. Yes, they made this flour so that I make for them chapati. Oh my God, this is too soft. So guys, as I said, I'm not here just as a chef. So how I cook, if I do not cook the way you expect me to cook, just forgive me. Another thing, I have been having issues with cockroaches, but I'm working hard to make sure that I get rid of them. So I'm just giving a disclaimer. So if you see a lot in this kitchen of mine, I ask for grace. Yes, so I wanted to say that beforehand so that I don't get crucified in this online. So as I said, I'm just a mom who want to please her children. I'm not here as a child. So if I cook the way you don't, please bear with me. So welcome guys. Kind of like the live. And guys, as I have been fighting the roaches, this fry is so bad. As I have been fighting the roaches, I have come to realize that the sink, you see, like where I live in a flat, and I want to think that the sink, they are located in the same direction. So because I would find a lot of roaches in the sink, so I was expecting that maybe that's where the roaches are coming from. So it has been a lot of work. Sometimes I would boil water, hot water, and I pour to try to kill maybe the roaches that are in the line, in that drainage line. Yes, but so far I feel like I'm overcoming, but I have to keep out, being on the lookout. So this fry is my boys who made this one. It's too soft. They want I cook for them chapatis. Yes guys, welcome to my live. Kind of like the video. You can also tell me where you're watching me from. My God, this is so bad. So bad. It's so bad. I think I'll have to return it to the basin. I try to add flour from here. It's too bad. So guys, how are you? How have you been? And today I had a topic I wanted we discuss, and I wanted we talk about is beans protein or is it carbs? Yes, that is our topic for today. I wanted to cook beans, but I found that they are too little. I told them to boil. My boys are big. My boys are, one of my son is in Form 3 and the other one is, if it is in the Kenya system, he would be in grade 9. That is Form 1. Yes, Form 1. You know, our system changed. So they are big boys and they really help around the house. Yes, so I tried to tell them to add more beans. They told me that the beans that were there, they were enough, but coming to check, it will not have been enough, so we won't cook beans. We are going to cook peas. Yes, but still is peas, according to you, what is the classification of peas in the food grouping? For example, like I remember when we were growing up, beans used to be protein. Yes, beans, we used to be told in school that beans are proteins. But coming to find later in life, I realized that beans are not proteins. Even if they have protein, they have very minimal protein. Yes, they have very minimal protein. They have but a lot of carbs. Yes, they have a lot of carbs in them. We have a lot of carbs in them and very minimal protein. They have very minimal protein, and as I have been reading online. Yes, I have been reading online, and especially nowadays, because there is so many lifestyle diseases, and you have to be wary of what you eat. You have to be cautious about the food that you are eating, and so that reminded me that in my family, and I'm going to say this as a Christian. I'm a Christian, and I believe in Jesus, in healing, in redemption. I believe in that. But in my family, there is a history of diabetes, and I remember my mother really struggled with it. Yes, my sister, I lost a sister with diabetes. I have lost 2 sisters with diabetes. I've lost an uncle, I've lost an aunt through diabetes. So for me, seeing how these people struggled with diabetes, so I have been on the lookout to make sure like I watch what I eat. Yes, even if not like 100%. Even if not like 100%. So I try to watch what I eat. Yes, I try to watch out because I know that my background has a history of diabetes, so I am cautious. And so one of the things that I saw my mom eating, my mom used to eat a lot of proteins, that is beans, because that was the diet they were being told by the doctor to eat. Yes, one of the doctors would tell them to eat beans because according to the doctors, they presumed beans to be proteins. But guys, beans are not proteins, they are carbs. And so when such a parent is told to eat beans, and by then it's not like now where you can go to the internet and you Google for yourself. So that disease messed her big time. Yes, that disease messed her big time, and by the time she was dying, I can't say that she lived, she had a good life. Yes. So seeing my mom struggle with diabetes, it really woke me up to want to know about that disease. And one of the things that I have come to realize is that in this life you can never look at somebody and say, and you laugh at them. Like for example, we usually have like peer body, we have an nipple body. So peer bodies is the body that, like for the people who have like a thin waist and big hips. And then the apple body is the body where people usually they accumulate a lot of fat in their tummies, and then they have small hips. But one of the things that I have checked, because I have seen other people, so you if you do not check about your lifestyle, if you do not like exercise and watch your diet, these diseases are going to affect you, and in most cases, I want to wipe there so that I can. So in most cases, you find that the people with peer bodies, those people who have like big hips and small waist, they struggle with high blood pressure. But for the people who have like the apple bodies, they struggle with diabetes, and later, if they are not like able to manage that condition well, they get high blood pressure. So you cannot say it's like, you cannot say like it's like only some people are predisposed to that disease. So me, that's what I have seen. Yes, it might not be like a full research, but that's what I have seen. People with peer bodies, if they don't take care of their health, they get high blood pressure. For the people who have the apple bodies, those people who like accumulate their fat around the midsection, they get the blood sugar, and later in life they get high blood pressure. So here the savior will be making sure that you watch your diet so that you do not get the high blood pressure, and exercise. That is the only savior. Yes, that is the only savior in this life. Yes. So as I said, so armed with that information that our family, we have seen the pain of diabetes, I think I'm so cautious, and especially right now, like I'm above 40, Yes, I'm very cautious. That's why I, like for example, yesterday you saw me walking, because I know that if I want to live longer, I need to make sure that I watch what I eat. I watch my lifestyle. Like one of my sister died at 39, and the other sister died at 30. Yes, but they didn't know like what I know. Like for example, if you go to even I think even now if you go to the hospital, I doubt they have changed so much. I doubt they have changed so much. So all this information, it's for you as a person to seek information for yourself. Yes, seek information for yourself. Make sure that you eat well, you exercise, and if possible you can also make sure that you be going for regular checkups. You make sure that you be watching out for the even for the symptoms of diabetes, because it starts with pre-diabetes. It goes to diabetes, to full-blown diabetes. And another thing, guys, so when diabetes is not like controlled completely, that's where you get Alzheimer. You know these sicknesses where you lose like your memory. Yes, and I was watching and they were saying that is type 3 diabetes. So guys, so that's why I'm saying, according to you, is beans a protein or a carb? According to me, it's a carbohydrate, and diabetes thrive from carbs. Yes, diabetes thrives from carbs. And also the people who suffer diabetes, they usually have like a very slow metabolic syndrome. So it's upon you to make sure that your body metabolizes food well. Yes, for example, for me, I'm that people who only need to smell food for me to add weight. Yes, that is how my metabolism is. I'm that kind of person that I only need to smell good food and the weight comes. So I have to be deliberate to make sure that I do not add weight. There are people who can eat, they eat right, they eat left, and they are still very slim. And another thing, just because you are slim does not mean that you are healthy. Yes, that's another thing. Just because you are slim doesn't mean that you are healthy. So as I said, so you need to make sure that you get out, move, make sure that you exercise, make sure you watch what you eat, and you must also know your history, your background. As I said, yes, I mean, I believe in Christ. I'm a Christian. I believe in redemption. I believe in the cross of Jesus. I believe in all that, but still I need to watch what I eat. Yes, I saw what my mom went through, tithing, giving money out in church. Yes, maybe because she thought that would cure her from the disease she was struggling with. But you can give as much as you give, but if you do not take care of your, but then she didn't know, so I can't blame her much. But now that you have information in our fingertips, yes, make sure that you search for it. Yes, like for example, so as I was saying, I was talking about beans. And so as I was talking about beans, we can, like for example, if I go to the village and I have a parent, or even then we used to do that. We would be cooking, like for example, these chapatis, they are white, and we also have brown chapatis. So brown chapatis, they call it yata mostly. We used to cook yata and it used to be brown. But you know that we thought that brown chapati was healthier than white chapatis. And that's why even now you can hear people talking about eating like brown bread they think it's a better alternative, but all of it is it's sugar. Yes, all of it it's sugar. Yes, so if you eat like, there's no difference. According to me, there is no difference between white chapatis and brown chapatis, and that is why you still see, like in Kenya, they cook. We cook. There are people who cook the brown ugali, and they think it's a better alternative for the diabetics. But according to me, or according to what I have read online, it's all sugar. It all turns into sugar. So you cannot say that you are safe because you are eating brown sugar. No, 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 no. You'd rather even eat like white chapati, you eat one, or you eat some slices, because all of it turns into sugar. Yes, so as I was saying, so it's all about for you to search this information for yourself. So I just wanted to, like, for example, if you go online, for the people who know they are predisposed to diabetes, make sure that you change how you eat. Like, for example, we love honey. We love honey, and honey it's good. But if you know you are predisposed to diabetes, honey you should be seeing it from far, because it's going to turn into sugar, and it's not going to be good for your health. So honey, you can only use it for beauty. You apply topically, but you don't need to be taking it internally. You know, like, for example, they would say like honey is the best alternative from sugar. No, it isn't. If you know you are predisposed, and if you know that your ears they are going up the ladder, make sure that honey, you only apply honey topically, but you don't take it internally. Yes. And like, for example, like in Kenya, we love taking aluluts, we love taking sweet potatoes, we love taking those yams. Yes, they are good, they are healthy, but if you know you are predisposed, you should not eat like you are eating for tomorrow. You don't, even bananas, they are full of starch, and you need to avoid bananas, cassavas, all those. So as I said, so armed with this information, you need to know, well, even if you are going to eat, you're going to eat in moderation. Yes, you don't eat for the whole of Kenya. No, you eat in moderation. You eat in moderation, and you make sure that your food is rich in for example, like, for example, I remember, like, in the village, I come from central Kenya, and central Kenya, we are very bad feeders. I don't know whether I have Kenyans in the live. They are very bad. We are very poor feeders, and a very common diet in central Kenya, you will find they love to make this rice. Right, that is rice and potatoes, and you find that is food that you are cooking for people. Or, like, for example, in December, we had this meal that we loved, and guys, guys, even my children, when we go home, that usually like a common dish, even in the families there today. You find you are cooking rice and potatoes, and sometimes it doesn't have any other thing. It doesn't have like meat, or you don't even cook eggs on the side. And any person who loves themselves, yes, any person who loves their health, that should not be a dish that you should be cooking in your kitchen, because that is empty calories. It's all going to turn into sugar, and I believe, like for example, in Central Kenya, we have a high prevalence of diabetes because of eating such foods. Yes, sometimes I understand my community, we are always learning. We are always learning, working here, there. But that food does not have any nutritional value in your body. It's only going to turn into fat, and you find that you are getting hungry for very fast because you have eaten rice and potatoes, and it's going to be converted easily into insulin, into sugar, and it's going to have a lot of sugar in your bloodstream. So that's what I'm saying, and it's going to be converted very fast into fat, and you find yourself getting hungry very fast. So that is one food that you should not eat. And I'm thinking, like for example, if like a kilo of rice can be like 100, when we talk about maybe the worst quality rice, it could be 100 Kenya shillings. So I would imagine, like for example, if I buy eggs, so 100 divided by maybe 15 Kenya shillings, that is the cost of eggs currently in Kenya. That's what I hope. So maybe instead of like buying, like for example, if you are buying potatoes and rice, why not use like the 100 you buy, you maybe avoid you avoid the rice, and or like for example, you can still cook rice the way Chinese they do. Yes, because you find that their eggs, their rice is usually very nutritious, and they put a lot of eggs in their rice, so that is very nutritious. So like for example, for a Kenyan, because as Kenyans we are not used to eating rice that much, but we can cook ugali. So why not make like fried eggs? You can even add tomatoes, the way we cook eggs with tomatoes, and that can be a stew for maybe ugali, and that will be more nutritious than eating potatoes and rice. So guys, that's why I'm saying that these things you need to run. Like for example, you had people, they are feeding their children noodles. You hear people, they are feeding their children noodles, and that is still another empty calories. Yes, noodles has zero nutritious value. So guys, I think it's that time we start eating. Yes, we start looking for nutritional value of the food that we are eating, because if we do not want to have like lifestyle diseases, and we make sure that we exercise. Yes, like for example, and guys, we usually have a lot of herbs that helps. Like for example, for the people who are predisposed to diabetes, we have cinnamon. Like for example, I can't take tea without cinnamon. I make sure that I cook my tea with cinnamon. I also make sure that I have apple cider vinegar. Yes, apple cider vinegar helps in, like for example, when you wake up in the morning, make sure that you take it with water. You, like for example, a lid, what is it called? Yes, lid of apple cider vinegar. You take like that small measurement, and you put in a cup of water, and you drink. It helps in improving metabolism. Yes, so guys, even like this one is not healthy. We are saying that we should go back to cooking with taro. Yes, I tried buying the taro from Tuzo, and they almost striped in this house, so I'm stuck with this for now. I'm stuck with that for now, but now even like I'm cooking with it, I need to make sure that maybe I don't put a lot on. If for example I'm losing on this side, I make sure that on the other side I reciprocate. Yes, so that I do not feel in all argo. So like I was saying, for example, that's the rice that Chinese usually cooks. It's usually healthy and very delicious. You find they put a lot of eggs, and eggs, by the way, eggs, they are, okay, I won't say they are cheap. And like for example, for the people in the village, they can afford eggs, because they can afford eggs. And for the people, even for the Kenyans who eat omenas, they are called what? This small fish that usually they have a silver. Like for example, for us in our community, we don't like them. We say they are looking at you when eating them, so we don't like them. But they are very nutritious. That is why you find that people from Nyanza in Kenya, they are so strong, because they are eating fish in its plenty. So guys, so as I was saying, so beans is not, it's not a protein. Yes, beans, it's not a protein. Yes, another thing, so when you take cinnamon, so we have cinnamon is naturally occurring. Yes, cinnamon is usually a plant, and the diabetic drug, it's called metaform, and it works the same. So that's why I was saying, if you know you are predisposed to diabetes, those are the things that you should be having in your, you should add them in your lifestyle. Yes, and make sure that you, and it's not only diabetes. You find there is even cholesterol. Yes, people are struggling with cholesterol, so you have to, you don't have a choice, guys. So we don't have a choice. We have to watch what we eat. Yes, we have to watch what we eat. And also there is also mint. Mint is also good in controlling blood sugar. Yes, you can, like for example, me, I even have a plant in this kitchen. It's only that Damaris Barasa. Welcome, Miriam Wanyocho. Welcome, guys. I think I'm doing a lot of work here, so I'm not checking the comments. So but feel welcome, guys, and thank you for liking. I have a mint plant. Let me show you guys. It's only the weather has not been nice. So this is my mint plant, but the weather has not been nice. You see the way, because it has been so cold, it's not doing well. But I love to cook. When I'm cooking like tea for myself, I love to cut the leaves. I love to cut the leaves and I put in the tea. Yes, so that time I'll not put like cinnamon. I can put the leaves and tea leaves, and I boil, and it's very amazing. So guys, these are things that you should know, and no doctor will tell you. A doctor will, maybe like for example, if they find your issue has escalated, they're going to give you metformin. Is it metformin? But guys, you can reverse, and you can also make sure that you delay getting of diabetes. Yes, so guys, make sure that you move, and those, if you know you are predisposed, make sure that you make cinnamon your friend. You can plant, if you have a place where you can plant mint, make sure you plant. Make also sure that you have apple cider vinegar with you. That one will help to increase your metabolism. So guys, so those are things that I felt I needed to say. So when you cook, don't just cook for the sake of it. and especially my Mulima people. Yes, my Mulima people. Even if you don't have to do. You have to, like, for example, even if you like, you don't have to do all that. Make sure that you minimize on the carbs. Minimize on the carbs. Minimize on the carbs. Yes, the carbs are your enemy. Yes, carbs are enemy, and make sure you eat a lot of greens. And the fruits also. The fruits, know which fruits to eat and which not to eat. Yes, like for example, apples are good fruits to eat. Maybe like for example, look, it looks like lemon. You can take like one banana. All those fruits that have excessive sugar, go slow on them, because at the end of the day it's going to be converted into sugar. And if you are predisposed and you're not active, and age is not on your side, huh? It's not going to be good for you. So guys, I thought I should tell you that. Yes, just know that beans, and that is some of the advices that I feel like doctors has messed our parents, especially in the village. Yes, and I doubt even them. Like for example, if I go tell them this information, I doubt they would buy into it. I doubt they would buy into it, because this is something they have been doing, and according to them, the doctor is Musemakweli. Yes, the doctor is Musemakweli, and they cannot buy into any other other what ideology. So make sure that even nuts are really good to be snacking on, instead of snacking on carbs. Even if they are whole carbs, make sure that you have like nuts, avocados, macadamia, pumpkin seeds. Those are really good for your health. So guys, this information, it's for you to fight for yourself. Yes, it's information for you to fight for yourself, and make sure that you move. Like I remember even those days when we were cooking for my mom, we would cook for her peas, and we thought we had given her a very good meal. But peas, even peas, those are carbs. So she's struggling with sugar, and then we cook brown chapati, and then we cook peas, that is sugar. So her body would be full of sugar. Yes, but for example, if we give her like maybe meat, we give her meat, vegetables, and a small quantity of peas, or we skip peas completely, I think it would have been better for her. So guys, since now we know this information, so that this generation we don't have, and we have every information at our fingertips. It's only for us to actualize. And as I said, you cannot laugh if you have a very bad lifestyle. It will always work for you. If you eat, so one of the things I'm struggling in this house, sports. So guys, don't judge me, don't laugh at me, and make sure that I upgrade. Even if not for me, for you people, so that when I come to cook, you don't bash me. I need to do better when it comes to pots. You know, when you are cooking for yourself, you think as long as it cooks. But I'll make sure that I upgrade my pots. Like I remember those days, we would cook githeri. In Kenya, we have this dish, we call githeri. It's usually made of maize and beans, and how we used to cook it, we would put a lot of beans, thinking we are putting protein, and then we would put the maize. So you see, the whole meal is made of carbohydrates. So, and you know, and we think we were giving our mom very good food, but we are giving, she's struggling with sugar, and we are adding to her more sugar. So you see, yes. So guys, this information you just need to look it for yourself. So my mom is struggling with sugar, and we are adding more sugar in the form of the food you are giving. Yes. Huh? So this information, nobody is going to seek it for you. So it's for you to seek it for yourself. Another thing, like for example, even fasting is very good, especially for those people who are predisposed to diabetes. Fasting is very good. And I remember even those days, that's why I'm saying that this information you can only seek it for yourself. Like I remember those days, the doctors would advise my mom. So that is peace. Let me show you. This is peas. I had like boiled it. So that is peas. Peas I had boiled and it was defreezed. So like one of the advices the doctors would give my mom. And guys, as I said, I'm just cooking for my children. I'm not cooking like a chef. I'm just being a mom. So one of the advices they used to give my mom, they would tell my mom to eat for many times during the day. Huh? Can you imagine? Can you see how long that is? You are told you are told to eat for many times, and then the food you are still eating, you are eating carbs. So how is that? You are told you make sure that you like, for example, maybe in a day you can eat, you are eating small food, and maybe you can eat for like maybe 4 times. Let's talk vaguely 4 times. So and you are eating the same food. So guys, don't you say that is wrong? That is very bad exercise, because I would rather maybe like they told you, maybe make sure that you, like for example, if you eliminate carbs completely, you eliminate the beans, you eliminate the beans, you eliminate the carbs from the diet, and maybe you eat like meat, you eat fish, you eat eggs. You know, even when you eat like meat, it usually take long before it is digested in your system, and you are going to be full for longer. Yes, you're going to feel fuller for longer. And personally, I think that would have been like a better advice than you be told you be eating small food, like for example 4 times in a day, and you are eating carbs, you are eating beans. Guys, I think that is so wrong. That was such long advice. Like for today, you can even, like for today, if you are to tell somebody, make sure that you eat eggs, you eat meat, you eat fish, or you make sure that you eat nuts. You know, like for example, if you eat like peanuts, they stay longer in the system, and you're not going even to feel hardly faster. Yes, because they have like they have raffages, and they're going to stay longer in the system, and you're not going to feel hardly faster. You see, I don't know whether guys you are getting what I'm saying. Huh? I don't know whether you're getting what I'm saying. So you'll be given advice, you'll be told, be eating beans, for example, or you'll be eating githeri. Then I have said that you eat githeri. So there's the githeri, it's made of maize, and it's made of maize and beans, maize and a lot of beans. So you eat for like 4 days, 4 times in a day. Even if you eat retro, the carbs will not have, you will not have, like, the sugars will still be high, and you'll find yourself getting a lot of sugars. Yes, unlike when somebody can tell you maybe eat cabbage at this time, eat nuts, eat meat, so that food is going to stay longer in your system, and your sugars your sugars will be stable. Yes, so I feel like nowadays you don't have to take like everything that you are told to be true. You don't. You need to question things for yourself. Yes, you need to question things for yourself, because so you are told to take a lot of sugars, you are struggling with sugar, so your body will be full of sugar, and I don't know how they found that, but then they knew retro. So guys, I feel like we need to search for ourselves. Yes, because if you, I don't know whether you have lived with somebody who has diabetes. Yes, how bad it is, and how horrible it is. Yes, like I remember I have my uncle even ended having an amputated foot, my aunt too. So personally I have seen it. I have seen how horrible it is. Yes, and it's one thing I would never want in my life. Yes guys, it's one thing I would never want to see in my life, because I have seen how bad it is. Yes, I have seen how bad it is. Okay, I was even watching another video the other day. Somebody was saying they would rather have like HIV than diabetes. I think it's I don't know, it's extreme, but diabetes, it's not, it is not your cup of tea, guys. You don't want to have that disease. You don't. Yes. And you see, when, like, for example, when it escalates, it brings issues with the vision. You stop seeing. They can mess your kidneys. So guys, let's make sure that we watch what we eat. If you're able, like, to go to the gym, make sure you go to the gym. If you're able, like, to walk, if you're able to be active, make sure you are active, and that will pay off. Yes, will pay off, guys. And I'm not saying like I usually do it like 100%, but as I said, I'm not cooking as a chef, so I'm just a mom. I'm just a mom who is cooking for her boys. So these are peas. I need to put these carrots. Just cooking as a mom. And my son thinks I'm the best mom ever. My son thinks I'm the best chef. So, huh? Yes, my son thinks my food is the best. We just put this. So make sure if you know you have a predisposition to diabetes, please make sure that you all those steps that I have said here, make sure that you watch out. If you have a space that you can grow mint, grow mint. I believe God knew when he gave us herbs. God knew when he gave us herbs. Yes, maybe God intended for herbs to be our medicine, but then the modern science came, and now we ignore the herbs, and we take the artificial medicine. So guys, don't let the hospitals to take advantage of you. And these are things that you can do for yourself. Yes, these are things that you can do for yourself at the comfort of your home. So like for example, so these are peas, as I'm telling you. So there is a dish we love to cook, me and my tribesmen. So these peas are carbs, and we love to put potatoes, but at least there we usually put meat. At least we usually put meat. But you see, we put potatoes and peas, so that's carbs. But at least in that diet, usually put meat. But you see, the carbs, they are so many. So these are my peas, guys. I don't know whether I should show you. And I want to start cooking the chapatis. So these are my peas. These are my peas. Tomatoes is because they had freezed. That's why they still have not like crushed completely. Yes. And so I'll make sure that I cook some eggs, like fried eggs. Yes, because this is still carbs. The peas are carbs, the chapatis, they are carbs, so a lot of carbs in this food of mine. So when you are eating, you have to have that at the back of your mind. Yes. You have to have that at the back of your mind. You have to have that at the back of your mind, yes. So guys, things like avocados, they should not be a luxury. And you know, some things we just ignore. Some things we just ignore. It's not something, it's not even about the money. It's not even sometimes about the money. It's just, we just ignore or we assume. To cook these chapatis. So guys, I hope you learned a thing or two. These things you are not going to be taught by anybody. You are not going to be taught by anybody. For me, it's my history that has made me to know that predisposed. Yes, I'm not going to start planting seeds in church. No, I need to be cautious. So things like fasting, like for example, today I was watching a video, and okay, I cannot like paraphrase the whole video, and this lady was talking about Jesus dying on when he was 33 years, and he was saying that, I don't know whether it's the backbone. Is it the backbone? He was saying, I don't know. I don't know whether we have that 3 ribs on either side. I'm not sure. But what caught my attention, she was talking about fasting, and she was saying that when you fast for 3 days, eh? When like Jesus died and he rose again after 3 days. So he was saying that if you fast for like 3 days, your body is going to be reborn. So that one caught attention to me because I know the importance of fasting. It helps your body to heal itself. It helps your body to eat like the dirt in the system. It helps to rejuvenate. But then that argument of like fasting for 3 days is spiritual. I felt like she meant something. Yes, I felt like I that one I felt like I resonated with it because fasting is very important. Yes, like for example nowadays, even people they talk about what is intermittent fasting, and it has been working wonders even in losing weight. Yeah, so I can't rule out what he said. So if you watches your health, you should consider fasting, and you do not have like to go for that extreme. You can maybe fasting. You can maybe fasting for lunch. Yes, you can be fasting for lunch. Yes. So thank you guys for your time. You can fast for lunch, maybe dinner. Even like eating dinner, it's not considered healthy. But then sometimes we are not able like to avoid it. Yes, like for example, like for me, I do not eat lunch, so I will not avoid eating dinner. I will not avoid eating dinner. So chapati is usually, we love chapati here in Kenya, and it's said that it originated from India, because as you know we have so many Indians in Kenya. Even things like mandazi, things like samosa. So I think with chapati we took part of the Indian culture. So in Kenya mostly we also have like the naan bread that is mostly eaten by Indians. But majority of us Kenyans, I think we eat chapatis more than we eat the naan. Yes. And there is a lot of ways of making it. Me, I'm not a fan of cooking a lot of chapatis. I'm not a fan of cooking a lot of chapatis because I feel like they take so much time. Oil. Some chapati that is sitting the pan. to mine is sticking on the pan. I can't decide to cook like that. Niambie.
Imeiva.
Ndio, si hiyo hivyo imeiva. Imeiva hata si imeiva. Hapana.
Chanya nje nikwambie kama nitamu.
Sasa si wewe ndio ulitengeneza unga wiki. Si ni wewe ulitengeneza unga na ilikuwa tu soft. Iko aje? Sasa.
Thank you.
Umesema tangoje nimaliza kupika.
Tamu.
So guys, thank you for your time. So me, I'm just a mom cooking for my boys. Cover it so that it doesn't get cold.